Morning, Panthers. On today's throw, we're going to do a comparison on what played versus what was predicted, right? So let us see how did we impact yesterday's throw, right? Lunchtime, the 11, right? Thank you. Good morning, Panthers. How was yesterday's throw? Did Panthers boom? Did Panthers doom, right? Again, Panthers, my bad. Forgive me for not being consistent, Panthers. As most of you know, I have groups that I need to cater for, right? We have the lessons, we have the mentorship program group, and then we have the prediction group, right? So, yeah, it is tough on my side. I need to balance most things, right? But then nonetheless, thank you, Panthers, for watching my videos. I've seen the numbers and we are doing wonders. Thank you, Panthers, for your support. Remember, the DRS channel is a movement that is designed for punting Panthers, more especially those that are passionate about numbers, right? Now, Panthers, as I've highlighted, we have programs that are available on these sessions, right? In terms of the lessons, the predictions, and the monitoring, right? Now, today we are going to focus on yesterday's throw, more especially on lunchtime, right? We need to understand, Pandas, in terms of, in order for me to predict my numbers accurately, first I need to understand what is my DRD, and then from there I need to derive a formation. From there I need to use the right numbers to get me to the numbers that are going to play. These are the things that I'm going to teach you on the lessons group, right? So it's very important for you to enroll for the lessons group, right? So yesterday, Panthers, I'm going to provide you the recap on how we go to calculate, and then we're going to do a comparison based on what it played. I'm not going to give you a full recap on what played, but then I'm just going to give you how I predicted my numbers versus what played. And then we do a comparison, right? As I've highlighted, Panthers, before I can do anything, I need to understand first what kind of a draw that I'm dealing with. Is it a start draw or is it a follow-up draw? Yesterday's draw was the start draw. My bad. Right. So when it comes to the start draw, Pandas, most of you, we know that we're going to use the number that is sitting at position 4 and the number that is sitting at position 7. And also we're going to use our courses, which is the first and the second numbers, right? These are our courses. We're going to use them once we have calculated what? Once we have calculated our difference, we're going to use them, right? And the numbers that are sitting at position 4 and 7. But then before we get to here, we need to understand what is our formation, right? Pandas, a formation is very, very important as it is the last piece of the puzzle. Without an accurate formation, I'm doomed. I am doomed, right? So I need to understand what is my formation and also what is my DRD. The DRD also, it is important, right? Now, the DRD yesterday, it was sitting on the 28th, right? So we're going to change. Remember, whenever I wanted to count my difference, I've always been counting just like 1, 2, 3 up until I get to the playing throw. We're going to do things very, very different, right? Now, the DRD of 28, it is on the 28th of May, so it is behind. Right, it is behind. I need to do something with it, so I'm going to use what May ended on the 31st. So I'm going to derive a formula. I'm going to say now, because we want 3 numbers, right? Remember what I've told you. I've said I'm going to give you a recap based on what had played versus what I had predicted, right? So we say 31 minus 28 plus 11, and then we say 31 plus 28 minus 11, and then we say 31 minus 28 plus 11, right? So when you say 31 minus 28 plus 11, I think it is going to give you 14, right? and also here it is going to give you 14. Let us check what is 31 plus 28 minus 11. 31 plus 28 minus 11, it equals to 48 here. All right, it equals to 48. Now these numbers are just what? They are just the differences, right, between the follow-up, between a DRD and a playing draw. We are not yet done. We're going to add with our DRD. We say 14 plus 28, and then we say 48 minus 28, and then we say 14 plus 28, all right? So 14 plus 28, it must give you 42. 14 plus 28, it must give you 42. And then 48 minus 28, it must give you 20. All right. So here we have 42. And then here we have 20. And then here we have 42. All right. Now these numbers are our formation. All right. These are the numbers that we're going to use as the last piece of the puzzle in order to predict our numbers accurately. So we go back. It says 4 to 7, right? So our numbers that are sitting at position 4 and 7, it is 26 and 41, right? We say 26 plus 41, it equals to 67, right? Remember, I'm going to restrict information. We say 26 plus 67 and x and 42, right? 42 over formation, right? And then we go on our calculator, right? We say 26 plus 67 and x and 42, right? It gives us 76. It gives us 76, right? We say 76, and then we say 76 minus 26. We go on our calculator again, we check what is 76 minus 26, it equals to 50. It equals to 50. On our 4 and 7, we have 26. And then on our 1 and 2, we have 2 and 14. Can you see that, right? We have 2 and 14. We have calculated the difference of 50, and then we have a COSA of 2 and 14, right? We say 50 minus 2, it equals to 48. All right, we come back again. We say 26 plus 67 and x and 20. All right, and then we go now calculator. We go now calculator. We say 26 plus 67 and x and 20. Right, it give us 54. It give us 54. And then we're going to say 54 minus 41. 54 minus 41, right? It give us 13. And then this is our COSAS. This time we're supposed to use what? We're supposed to use 14, right? So we say 13 of a difference plus 14 equals to 20, 27, right? And then we do the last one. We say 26 plus 67 and x and 40, 42, right? It equals to 76, right? We say 76 minus 26. We go back. It equals to 50, right? Because we had used 50 and 2, we're going to do the opposite this time, all right? We have 2 and 14. We're going to use 14 because we already used 2 here, right? So we're going to say 50 minus 14. 50 minus 14 equals to 36. It equals to 36. So we have calculated and predicted these numbers. 48, 27, and 36. All right. We're going to do a comparison based on what was predicted versus what played, right? You're more than welcome to on the comment section, you're more than welcome to correct me, right? But then I believe I was able to match only 2 numbers, which is 36 and 48. Here what played was 29. So for me, I need to understand what happened, right? So pandas, with that being said, let us continue doing the right thing. Those that are interested in joining the lessons group, remember I said to you, we have the lessons that are available on these lessons, right? So pandas, let us continue doing the right thing. And again, pandas, numbers can be calculated. Don't let anyone try to convince you otherwise, right? More especially if you are passionate about numbers, me and you, we're going to be friends, right? So good luck when it comes to today's throw. Never mistake any of my videos as the current throw predictions, but then they are a recap. Thank you, pandas. Those that want to join any of my group, pandas, you know where to find me. Thank you and good luck.